Alright, today we're going to be looking at Ubuntu Studio 24.10. So, let's take a look here. As you can see, just going to go ahead and try this. Gotta wait for it to load up. And as you can see, we've got the little splash screen right here. Yeah, let's see. This does take some time for it to actually load up and actually get into the desktop environment. And as you can see right now, it's just a blank screen for now, but it's just loading, doing its thing right now. It just sometimes just takes a little bit of time. Here we go, a little bit of a noisy introduction there. Just gotta wait for this to load right here, but we're just gonna take a look at the desktop environment. Can't quite right-click just yet, but there we go, there it is. Just gotta change the resolution as soon as it loads. And we got it up here. Let's take a look here. Let's set it to the resolution that my monitor is at. First thing it's going to do is it's going to have you install the operating system. Well, you can always take a look at it anyway. Just, mess around with it. Just see what kind of features it has, things of that nature. I'm just going to go through the install process. And it's already selecting the right things for me. And I'm just going to install Ubuntu Studio. Go with the default selections so far. I'm going to check these on. And since it's in the virtual machine, I can just go ahead and install it right on here. Don't have to select any secondary or third hard drive. And let's make a password here. Did something wrong here. Just a second, let me get to it. Okay, what's going on here? Okay, now I got it. And it selected the right country and region. Let's go ahead and install this. It's going to take just a little bit to install this, but once it installs and everything's booted back up again, then I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back in. Everything's installed and just got to get everything into the desktop environment. Might take just a couple minutes or so. Sometimes when installing a new system for a KDE, it might take just a few minutes for it to actually load the first time. That seems like it's loading right up right now. But one of the things I do like about this distribution is that it's got a lot of pre-installed software for any kind of studio work, maybe sound production, maybe video, things of that nature. As you can see, we're now in the desktop environment. Let's take a look and see what this has right here. Well, this type of menu system I'm not really too crazy about, but that's one of the things I love about Linux is that you can actually change any of these things here. I like this one, I think it is. There we go. That way everything is contained and doesn't have floating menus everywhere. But as you can see, they have Blender in here. Let's see what version that is. See if it'll load on the virtual machine. So now right now, as of this recording, I believe it's at 4.2, if I'm not mistaken. Well, so far at the top of the screen is saying 4.2.1. Yeah, without the 3D rendering and all that stuff, this is going to be pretty slow. So let's close out of this. And which version of Audacity do they have here? It's the new one or the older one that's open, that's actually wasn't pointed out as being spyware? Let's find out. Now it looks like it's loading the libraries for right now. Okay, so this is the newer one. So yeah, if you don't mind if it being owned by a corporation, then go right ahead. But if you do mind, of course, and you'll still, either way, you'll still want to read their terms and conditions, see if it's still something that you want to use, and go ahead and X out of this one. Yeah, there's several things in here. Some stuff I probably won't even use, and some stuff that other people might use. And then graphics, there's Darktable for photo editing program, so you can edit like any photos you've taken, edit the brightness and different things, the color correction. So we have GIMP. Let's see which version we have. And in this one, let's take a look here, see what we have. There's About GIMP, there's 2.10.38. So it is pretty new. So yeah, there's just all kinds of stuff in this one. It just has everything preloaded. This one's one that I usually like, the Quitab. And video production, well, Blender is pretty much everything. It does video editing, it can do 3D modeling and editing, all that kind of stuff. And there's Kdenlive for video editing. There's Ubuntu Studio, which is one I like to use also. Then if you're a developer, it just comes with a few things here. For internet, we have Firefox. You can either use Firefox, or you can always use like Brave browser, or even Chromium if you want to, or even Chrome. It's your choice, of course. That's one thing I love about Linux in general, is everything you want to use is your choice if you want to use it or not. And it has VLC Media Player, which is one of the most popular ones I've seen so far. And Office software, it comes with the LibreOffice, which is actually pretty good, I think. In my use case, it's actually what I prefer. And of course, you got the settings. Okay, let's try a couple things here. So if you want to find out which shell you're using, just echo the shell. And we're using Bash on this one. And also, let's find out which kernel we're using. Let me zoom this in a little more so. And another thing I like to see on different distributions is the wallpapers. I love seeing those sometimes. Like this one, let's see what it has. Kind of like that, but that's a little loud for the screen. Just kind of a lot of stuff going on. But this one's actually pretty good. I like this one. And of course there's this one as well. This one doesn't look too bad either. I think I'm going to stick with this one for this right here. And on this layout, one thing that I like to do is go into edit mode. If I can click on it here. Go on this toolbar. I usually like to have it on the bottom, just because I'm used to that. And then I like to resize it a little bit, just because that's what I'm used to. And there we have it. So if you like this video, then make sure to hit the like and subscribe on the video. And also, please consider donating to my Patreon account. Anyway, if you like these videos, then hit the like and subscribe, and I will see you later.